It's Davidson, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going.
The ball comes
out. Oh, no.
Picked up by the Ravens.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets.
Oh, goodness. It's like my team's trying to lose. Me and my team are trying to lose this game. Okay, we retain possession. That's good.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they're bringing their safeties down.
They'll look to run with Akers. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense.
Okay, they only have 3 down linemen.
For the second score there.
Looks like they're blitzing from the outside.
Again, it'll be Akers.
Ah!
And just a short gain that
I got to run that again.
To get him down. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
A gain of 1 yard on the
Oh boy, I don't like the look of that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout.
Do not like the look of that defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll bang that one through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown.
Sam Sloman to kick
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line.
Okay, if we can get a punt here, we'll be in business.
Now the Baltimore
But as we know with Lamar Jackson, any play he can take to the house.
Play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Oh boy.
Jackson, and the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron
Oh yeah, they're gonna be punting this drive.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations.
Unless, of course, I roughed the passer like I did earlier in the game.
Film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
I got to tackle him.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you got a baseball background.
They ran the same play back to back.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10.
Okay, let's pound the middle of their defense with some running. Again.
Back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup.
There's a little zone blitz there trying to fool me. Trying to rattle me a little bit there. Are they doing the same exact thing? Or are they in man now? Same exact play.
Goff throwing complete to Cup, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
They'll run on first down. Akers. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock.
It's definitely grind it territory.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on third.
Oh, boy. I almost threw an interception to number 95. They almost had me there.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the
I don't know if I can make it. The wind is 6 miles an hour to my face.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
I'm going to punt it. They only have 4 minutes left. I'm going to punt it. It's a hard decision, but I have to. Where's punt? There we go. My God.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Standing right around the midfield stripe. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take.
Okay, they're going to have to move all the way down the field twice.
Super Bowl where, look, they need points.
It's going to be difficult.
Badly trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Y'all better run some hurry up.
Leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense.
No, they're running normal huddle offense.
And put the ball
which is
to
a
the
mistake.
receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They run for it with Hunt. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's fine. Y'all are taking a long time.
Now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You guys are still celebrating first downs? Okay.
20 yards. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And here he'll be brought.
They're still not running a hurry up. Great. See, this is why I punted.
Good enough for a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
This is why I punted. That field goal was 52 yards, and I had the wind to my face, directly to my face for an extra 6 miles an hour. It would be very difficult for me to make that field goal.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Oh, boy.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews.
I should have sacked him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel...
All right, game over.
Just going into total prevent there. You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness.
Game over.
In this case, they were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first.
Good game, Baltimore. Good game. You held me to 21 points.
Now the Ravens going to use one.
It's a good defensive effort.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Look at the burst.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to
Oh, wow. That guy was not blocked.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, keep celebrating.
Went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Rick Flair.
Throwing now, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a
Let's
nice
take
run.
it all the way down.
A lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Gone. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across.
All right, well, this one's in the books.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
All right, who got the game ball? Terrell Lewis? No, Cooper Kupp. Attaboy.
For an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
All right, guys. Well, as we hoist the Lombardi Trophy for the final time, I just want to thank everybody who's made it to the end of this franchise rebuild journey we've been on. We've probably done up near 130, 140 episodes now. I have lost count. But we've had some heartbreaking losses. We've had some awesome wins. We've had some really gritty, nail-biting victories. And I think this has been fun. This has been really fun. And when I finally get my hands on a PS5, we're going to go ahead and do a whole new rebuild on a whole new squad for the next generation. But until then, I will be signing off because our playthrough is over with. Let's go ahead and do our final upgrades here. Get Cooper Kupp up to a 90... Well, I guess he's technically a 96, but... Get Cam Akers up. I got a couple of my high-end players in need of upgrading. Not like it matters at this point. We're not going to be going any further. This is just for the sake of doing it. Anybody else? Corey McRae is a lineman. I think that's it. I think that might be the final nail in the coffin, as it were. So, we finished this season. We had gone undefeated, actually, in the regular season. Went all the way through the playoffs and won the Super Bowl. I think that's a pretty good place to end our playthrough. Let's take a final look at our roster. After 5 seasons of rebuilding, we have Jared Goff, who has an X Factor, which is really stupid because he has Truz, which doesn't make any sense because he's not a running quarterback. But anyway, that's what the game gave him. We also have Inside Deadeye, which is a great ability. Tight Out improves our tight ends catching. Homer, Safety Valve, which is for running backs catching. And Hot Route Master, which is, as we all know, a very good ability. We actually have our two-headed running back attack that we've used for the past 3 years now. We have Akers, who's our shotgun set runner, kind of shifty between the tackles guy. Let's go ahead and look at his stats. 97 acceleration, 97 agility, 95 juke move, 96 change of direction. Very solid, not solid, very excellent player for us. And then his abilities are Return Man, which is kind of a wasted ability because we don't use him like that. But this is a good one. Energizer, of course. And then Davidson, our power between the tackles. He also does a lot of outside zone for us. 6 foot, 220-pound running back, 24 years old. This guy's got 95 carrying, 90 change of direction, which is really good for a bigger back. 86 vision, 89 break tackle, 86 juke. I was trying to get his trucking up just to get him. He's just a really well-rounded back. Has really good strength, 84 strength for a running back, which is excellent. Of course, we have our offensive line, which often goes unsung, but PJ Goldberg, even though he's just a normal player, is excellent. 93 overall. His pass block finesse is 97. His run block finesse is 96. Of course, these are all with the plus. These are all with the morale boosts taken into account. We have Kevin Pickard, who is a young tight end we've been developing out of Maryland. He's got decent speed, but really good catching. And he's been a really nice weapon for us, really dependable. Of course, Van Jefferson, guy we've been developing all franchise long. 98 catching, 99 short route, 99 medium route. Just a very, very good route runner. Ankle breaker, his ability is kind of a wasted X Factor ability, but it's okay. He has Energizer, which is, again, another somewhat wasted ability, and short out elite, which is a trash ability. So none of his abilities are really that good, but you know what? It's fine. We also have Cooper Kupp over here. Perfect route running. I mean, perfect catching. I mean, he's just excellent in all phases. His abilities got Rack 'em Up, which is fitting for him. Red Zone Threat, of course, which is what he had previously. And Slot-O-Matic, which I believe he had previously. He's 32 years old, and he's still a 98 overall, which is awesome. And our third receiver was Deontay Harris, a guy that we signed in free agency after the Saints let him go. And we have trained him and trained him and trained him, and now he is a 94 overall. He has Evasive, which is a really good juke ability. And he has Reach for It, which is another great ability for when you need those extra yards. 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 97 catching, 95 catch in traffic, 98 deep route. I mean, this guy's basically Tyreek Hill light. 95 spectacular catch. Just a very, very excellent player for us. And not to be outdone, our defense, led by Aaron Donald, of course. Don't really need to show you what he can do. Jalen Ramsey, of course, don't need to really show you what he can do. But I want to highlight some unsung people on my defense. Number one being Terrell Burgess, who's my number 2 corner. His man coverage is actually 97. His play recognition is 90, and his 92 speed and 85 press. Of course, he has aggressive play ball tendency as well. Just a really, really good player for us. If we go to his career stats, he picked off passes consistently. I mean, his rookie year, he got 2, 2, 3, 4, 4. I mean, he's just getting better and better with his coverage. Really unsung player on our defense. Let's go back to our defense. Other awards that I want to give out probably have to go to Terrell Lewis. I mean, we've been developing him since day 1, and he is an X Factor now. Fearmonger, of course, Unfakeable, and Pass Committed, which is a pretty overpowered ability if I'm being honest, but we used it to its fullest. 98 tackled, 98 finesse moves, 91 awareness, 86 hit power. I mean, just a very, very great edge rusher for us. And Micah Kaiser, our middle linebacker, we've been developing him. He is 30 years old now, so he's probably reached towards the end of his career, but he got up to superstar status, and he has the secure tackler ability, which obviously that's the type of linebacker he is, 95 tackle. So he was one of the rocks of our defense. These guys are just kind of developmental edge rushers for us. Price is another young defensive end. He's only 24 years old, and he already has 96 power moves, which is insane. So he's been really good for us. John Johnson has been another captain of our defense. David Long, he just actually made an interception in that game just a minute ago against Lamar Jackson. He has really good man coverage, 95. I developed my secondary probably for the first I think for 3 years straight. I developed my secondary really hardcore, and it shows because Burgess, Ramsey, and Long are just all three of those guys combined are just lockdown defenders. But some really quick, I just want to show you guys some players, kind of some developmental players that I haven't really gotten to take advantage of. Mick Hookland, we actually converted him. He was a safety, and we converted him to a linebacker. He has really good speed, obviously, because he was a safety. He is a coverage style, high motor strip ball player, really good hit power and tackle, a guy that I never really was able to develop to the fullest. Aiden Newberry, I believe he was a linebacker that we converted to a safety, so we did the opposite with him. Again, really good speed and tackle. This guy is actually a big hitter, and he has 85 hit power. So this guy has shown a lot of promise, and he's also a star anyways. Another guy that I kind of regret having not developed him as much as I would have liked. Chambers is just a run stuffer that he's only 24 years old. He's got decent block shedding. He's got good tackle, but never really met the potential that I had saw in him when I drafted him. But overall, very solid defense. We caught a lot of sacks, a lot of turnovers, and helped us win a lot of games in our 5 years rebuilding the LA Rams. So anyway, guys, my name is Free Nachos. I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the final time of this playthrough. If you missed any episodes, feel free to go to my channel, youtube.com/freenachos, where you will see a playlist featuring every single game, every single episode of these past 5 seasons. I'm going to go ahead and upload all these pieces that I'm recording right now. I will upload those probably in the next week or so, and I'll get all the thumbnails uploaded on them, and we'll get them ready to go. So anyway, guys, again, signing off, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.